1995 Renault Clio Williams 2. So if you don't know your Williams Clios, you got a Clio 1, 2 and 3. Number 1 was launched in 93 as a homologation car. That's the one with a numbered plaque on the dash. Williams 2, obviously due to the success of the first one, they launched the Williams 2, which was pretty much the same car, with the exception of electric windows. They were all in this same blue colour, all with the same interior, all with the same spec, gold wheels, all that sort of stuff. And then your Williams 3 was your later car, which had sunroof, speaker pods, things like that, a few more sort of optional extras if you like. But your Williams 1 and 2, with the exception of the plaque, are virtually identical. And then that third one was Monaco blue, which was a slightly brighter colour. But when you think Clio Williams, this is the one you think of. That colour, those wheels, virtually identical to a Clio 1. This one is in lovely condition, which we'll show you as we go around. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we know about its history, where it's been. Sadly, it was a category D, I believe, in 97, so a long time ago. We have been told it was for this rear quarter. We've been right through it. If you look at it, it's not full of filler or anything like that, so whoever's repaired it has done a lovely, lovely job of it. And it's obviously been well cleaned, well looked after, well cared for since. Have a look at the bodywork. You have a look at, if you've ever seen a Williams with seats as good as those, really, really good. But we'll get to those. We'll start with the bodywork, then we'll do the interior, and then we'll get it fired up. It was driven to us, this one, which is always good. It's been here a few days, starts on the button. I've had it running hot and cold, all good. So let's start by having a look on the driver's side. If we look down this side, you can see it's lovely and straight. It's really like glass, that thing's obviously been polished recently. It's lovely and sharp. You can see more of the lights and the stuff over there than you can of the car itself. The body line all the way down is really nice and sharp. It's not ripply or full of filler or anything like that. Front driver's wing, lovely and tidy. There's no signs of any stone chips or marks or anything on that. Really, really good. And the arch itself is good all the way around, but those front wings are plastic, so we don't have any corrosion to worry about there. Quite often on these, the front bumper can sit forward or back. As you can see on this one, it fits nice and even all the way across. I believe by looking through the history, these wheels have just been repowder coated in the correct Williams gold. Quite often people tend to go for lighter, sort of brighter gold, but this is the correct one. It matches the stickers, it's right. And we've got good tyres all around, as you can see. So the wheels unmarked, lovely and clean coming down this driver's side. No signs of any marks on the door at all, with the exception of we've got one tiny little stone chip under the plastic trim. If you're looking at it from a normal angle, you can't see it. You've got to get right down underneath just to see that. Rest of the door is lovely and tidy. Got a tiny, tiny little scratch. I am being really picky on the leading edge of the door there, where it's been opened on some of them, but for a car of this age, it is really, really good. And then sill all the way along there. Get the camera underneath. Apart from a little bit of road grime, you can see that sill is nice all the way along. The lip is sharp and even. It's not been jacked up wrong or smashed up any curbs or anything like that. And then when you come onto the rear section here, it's a little bit of dust, we'll ignore that. All the stickers are good. They've not faded or been washed away with a sponge. Down the bottom here, where normally you get a bit of corrosion coming through, gets dirt in between, behind this area of the arch. This one's lovely and sharp if you get your hand in there, all the way around, nice and clean as well. No sign of any corrosion or anything there. Another good wheel and tyre. Like I say, these are brand new in that correct satin gold. If we look up the side again, you can see it's a glass all the way up. That lovely boxy rear arch. This was the thing to have when I was a kid. Lovely and clean around these rear windows. Obviously pop out rear windows. The seals are all good on the front. Got all the right stamping all the way around. There's no stone chips or anything coming up that A-pillar. Tiny little bit delamination in the bottom of the screen there, and a little bit more just coming up. If we go up onto the roof, lovely and straight and smooth there is. Just there you can just see it, a bit of a bird poo mark. But other than that, nice and tidy. Going round on the back, again, rear bumper sits nice and straight. Both light lenses are clean and clear and bright, as is that middle centre section, this plastic piece here. Obviously plastic rear bumper, nice and clean. No sign of any sort of chips or corrosion around the boot lid itself. Leading edge and everything's all good. It does have a Scorpion stainless back box. It does sound really good as well. It's not loud, just sort of like an OEM plus, if you like. And then round this rear screen, quite often in these little channels here, you can get a bit of corrosion, but this one is all good, as is that top spoiler. Round on the passenger side, and again, lovely and smooth all the way up. It's not full of filler or ripples or anything like that. Rear arch, nice and sharp all the way down. It's this section here, like I say, that can sort of cause problems, but this one's lovely. Another good wheel and tyre. No marks at all to notice on that rear quarter. It's a little bit of polish, but ignore that. And then the sill on this side, again, really nice and tidy all the way along. Got another little stone chip just down the bottom there on the door, virtually the same place, to be fair. All the plastics are nice, they're not dried out or covered in back to black or anything like that. Good around that wing mirror, as you can see. Window seal along there is nice and tidy. And then around the rear wheel window is nice as well. Coming up to the front, again, we're going to have a look back down there. Lovely and straight and smooth. Like I say, plastic front arches, so no corrosion to worry about there, but you do have a metal sill down the bottom here, which you can see is lovely and tidy. And then you've got that final good wheel and tyre. Round onto the front, and again, like I said earlier on, that bumper sits nice and even, nice and straight. Headlights, indicators and fogs are all nice and clean and clear there. Really good, in fact. Got one or two very minor stone chips, which is what you'd expect for a 95 car. Generally very good. Rest of the bonnet, lovely and straight and smooth all the way across until you get to that nice bulge there as well. It's very mid-90s or early mid-90s, isn't it? Boxy arches, bonnet bulge, gold wheels. What more could you want? Moving on to the interior. Driver's side door card is lovely and clean. It does have a couple of little scratches on the door bin on the bottom there. And then really a difference on the 1 and 2 Williams was electric windows and electric mirrors, basically. That was it. Lovely and clean on the cloth section. Got the correct Williams. Kick plates inside the door shuts are lovely and tidy, as are inside of the doors. And then, like I said earlier on, I've not seen one with seats this good. Normally by now these bolsters have collapsed, the stitching's come away, there's a couple of cigarette burns in it, all that sort of stuff, but this one, get the camera nice and close, you can see it's really, really good. It does look slightly dirty on the camera, but that is the light. If we get the camera nice and close, you can see really nice all the way along. You've got that Williams logo in there as well. But the bolsters are excellent because they're very, very deep and they're cloth. You'd think they'd be gone by now. It's obviously had skinny owners all its life. All the plastic trim on the seats is good. The blue carpet is lovely. Correct Williams match in there as well, which is a nice touch. With the exception of one little scratch on the steering wheel, which is there. Steering wheel is lovely and tidy. We've got 126,655 on the clock. 53, sorry. 653 on the clock. Along on top of that dash, you can see that's all nice and clean along there. Center section is all good. Those blue dials are all nice and clear. All very, very good. Right, we'll lift the seat up and we'll have a look in the back. And again, you've got Williams mats in the back. Carpet set underneath is lovely. Rear bench doesn't look like it's been used hardly at all. Matches the front seats just right. Backs of the seats are good. They've not been kicked or abused. Headlining is nice and tidy as well. Pop the bonnet while we're here. Rams on the boot are good as well. Parcel shelf hasn't been cut. Got a tool kit and the warning triangle there. The rest of the carpet on the inside, nice and clean. The jack handle still is locked in place there. And then into the passenger side, same story. Nice and clean on the door card. A little bit of wear and tear on the sort of plastic of the door bins. It's that typical sort of mid-90s plastic. Lovely and clean along the door shuts. Mats and the carpets on this side again, very good. Nice and tidy on the side of the dash. And this seat is just as good as the other side. Didn't think you could find a Williams Clio without a cigarette bin. It just didn't seem to be possible, but here it is. Apparently it is a thing. Really, really good. And then into the bonnet. A reverse clamshell. We'll just get that bonnet pinned up because we don't want it flopping forward. Excuse the dodgy camera weight, we'll get that done. There we go. And you've got a 2-litre NA. Like I say, it was driven to us. You can see inner wings and strut tops there, all lovely and clean, as is that front panel and the inside of the boot lid, air bonnet lid, or just bonnet if you like. Now, nice and clean. There's been a repair here at some point where the paint's flaked ever so slightly, but it is nice and solid and clean. Like I say, it's just paint flaking off ever so slightly, you can see there. and the hole is supposed to be there. You can see them on both sides. Backs are all nice and visible and obvious. Engine doesn't look like it's messed with or modified. There's no nasty exhaust manifolds or silly hosing or anything like that. All good. We'll grab the keys. It does have, I think it's a Clifford alarm system, so it's just lock it and then unlock it to turn the mobilizer off. Nice and easy. If I've pressed that right, let's have a look. Give that a shot. Yeah, dead easy, so you're not having to jump up and down on one foot or anything like that to get the immobilizer off. Nice and easy. Ticking over nice and happy. Nothing nasty coming out the exhaust. Like I said, it was driven to us. I'll give it a little rev. They do make a good noise, these things. So there you have it. 1995 Renault Clio Williams 2. If you want any more information, check the description. We'll detail everything as far as service history, where it's been, what we know about it, all that sort of stuff. But if you want to come and see the car again, let us know. We can get you in to see it. We're here every day. Just let us know, we'll book you in. Or if you can't get to see it and you want some photos or videos or a video call, anything like that, just let us know. Thank you.